Last Thursday, JP Sednaway fell while performing Lambda Chi's Greek Week dance. Sednaway is fine, but this accident raises questions of safety at Greek events. As we reported last week, Lambda Chi violated one of the rules for Greek Week dance by throwing Sednaway in the air. According to Director of Greek Life Shanna Plasters, this throw was a last-minute addition to their routine that had not been approved in the previous rehearsals. There were rumors leading up to Greek Week dance about breathalyzers being involved to stop drinking, but none were used. Instead, event staff searched bags as people came in. We asked Plasters how Greek Life addressed the issue of drinking.
There were multiple messages throughout the week to the Greek community as reminders that Greek Week is a Greek unity event put on by the Office of Greek Life and as such is a non-alcoholic event.
More wild weather coverage.
Altamaha isn't the only city who saw damage from the tornadoes. The New York Times reports at least 22 people were killed after tornadoes ripped through our state capital.
The National Weather Service confirms at least 8 twisters were also spotted in North Carolina. Today, nearly 2 days after the storms, power lines and trees are still down in Raleigh. North Carolina has been declared a disaster area. Nick Oxner is in our state capital to explain what that means. Nick?
North Carolina Governor Bev Perdue spent her day yesterday touring across the state of North Carolina, visiting the cities that were affected by Saturday's tornadoes. Now, Governor Perdue actually had to return to North Carolina late Saturday night. She was in Kentucky visiting with the Democratic governor of Kentucky at the horse races and was unavailable to meet with emergency service force or other local officials until Sunday. But after visiting, or actually even before visiting the affected cities on Saturday, Governor Perdue declared a state of emergency across North Carolina, which allows for law to be lifted. Laws such as the weight restriction on heavy used to carry necessary supplies to the affected communities. Governor Perdue also declared state of emergency in the state. That also allows her to work with like President Obama, who can declare North Carolina a federal disaster area, clearing the way for agencies like FEMA and other federal dollars to stream in.
The Kernodle Center for Service Learning is organizing relief efforts for victims of the tornado. An email from Mary Morrison, director of the Kernodle Center, said, "We are in the process of identifying community partners that can host volunteers to assist with cleanup efforts."
More information should follow in the next few days about specific projects, but for now, students can give money to the Red Cross and designate the funds to be used towards North Carolina tornado relief efforts.
We had great weather today. The high was 80, and tomorrow is going to be even warmer. Tomorrow the high is 85 and partly cloudy.
Wednesday there is a 30% chance of thunderstorms and a high of 88. Thursday cools down a little bit with a high of 75. And the cooler weather comes from the start of the weekend, as Friday is a high of 68 with a chance of showers.
Buildings are going down, and now new signs are popping up. We'll tell you what's getting torn down next and what these new signs mean. Next on Phoenix 14.
First, catch our police attention. Read it on the scene.
Accurate.
On the book, I'm going for
Other drug buy.
Phoenix 14 is everywhere news happens, with more reporters working harder to break the big stories. We are Elon's news leader.
You can depend on Phoenix 14 News.
Live on air and online.
Phoenix 14 News is breaking down Elon's 10-year plan. Construction is happening all over campus, and a few more projects are set to begin later this year. The Story Center will be torn down in May 2011, and the expansion of Mosley Center will also start this May. Construction for the station at Mill Point begins this summer, and later this year, construction for the Mosley Faith Center will start as well. You may have noticed something new has been popping up all across campus. These signs advertise upcoming construction. The signs show what Elon will look like when the construction is finished. According to Dan Anderson, the cost of the signs were included in the original pricing for the construction as a part of an advertising fund.
It's really important as we reach out to people who are deciding on what college to choose that we let them know what's happening on the campus, how it will change, and what that will mean for their time at Elon.
Elon has a new graduate program, a new School of Health Sciences. This program was approved by the Board of Trustees April 15th and includes the Doctor of Physical Therapy program and the new Physician's Assistant program. These programs will use the new Gerald L. Francis Center on Haggard Avenue for classrooms and laboratory facilities. The center will open in December 2011.
The latest Elon poll shows that North Carolinians have mixed feelings about the government. 48% approve the job President Obama is doing, while 45% disapprove. 82% disapprove of Congress on a local level, and 52% of respondents disapprove of the way Purdue is handling her job. The economy is the most important issue for North Carolinians, but 60% believe North Carolina is on the wrong track. 630 North Carolina residents were polled, and the results have a margin error of plus or minus 3.9 percentage points.
Seniors graduating in May can rest a little easier. The new survey by the National Association for Colleges and Employers said that those graduating in 2011 can expect an average starting salary of more than $50,000. This is a 5.9% increase from last year's average offer. And engineering majors top the list at most desirable to employers, a switch from the winter survey naming accounting majors most desirable. Gas prices are still rising. Find out where you can fill up for less in this week's Pump Patrol.
The Citgo on South Church has regular for $3.71, and the Shell right across the street is the same price.
The Marathon on Haggard is a little more expensive with regular at $3.72, but if you head down Church Street toward Graham, gas prices rise up to $3.76.
Spring football practices are coming to an end. Find out what goal the team has set for itself heading into the upcoming season. That's next in sports. I'm Steve Roth, and let's take a look at what's happening around the Elon sports world. Over the weekend, Phoenix 14 spoke with two crucial members of the Elon football team to hear their thoughts on how things have been going lately.
The spring football game may have been canceled on Saturday due to bad weather, but the Phoenix are already focusing on the upcoming season.
It kind of feels like a fresh start with the new head coaching staff, the new field house going up and everything.
As a team, we're working on just the fundamentals of practice, the route running, tackling drill, the DB. That's something new and adjusted where the DBs are actually tackling us as part of the period.
We're all going to be here for most of the summer doing pass scales and stuff with the skill guys. Camp can't get here soon enough, and then going to Nashville for the Vandy game.
As the new season slowly approaches, are the Phoenix beginning to get excited?
Yeah, I am. It's building up little by little. I'm just ready to see some of our new guys, the young guys that haven't had a chance to play, just to go out there and step on the field and see how they're going to compete September 3rd against Vanderbilt. I mean, that's the game that's marked on everybody's calendar right now.
With the new season comes a new quarterback. For the first time, Thomas Wilson will lead the Phoenix.
Our offense, we got a lot of playmakers out there this year, and my job is just get the ball in their hands and then let them do what they can do.
Although the team has made some changes, they still have the same goal.
Oh, it's to win the SoCon championship, no doubt about that. It's to beat App and win the SoCon championship. I mean, that's on everybody's mind. I only got 2 years left to play, and that's something I'm trying to get accomplished before I get out of here.
Although the spring game will not be made up, fans are invited to come out to the football scrimmage on Wednesday at Rhodes Stadium starting at 6:30. No one was playing on the field, but there was still excitement in the field house. Baltimore Ravens All-Pro linebacker Ray Lewis was spotted walking around the new facility with Coach Swepson. Lewis went on a tour of the new field house and spent some time speaking with the Elon football players.
It is fun to walk through this building and look at the faces throughout this building. I mean, there's so much energy that people are, you can tell they're just excited. And then there's the other group that are going, and I think it's OMG, or they're just confused because it's such a great building.
This past weekend marked a historical event for Elon Athletics. The dedication ceremony for the new Alumni Fieldhouse was held on Saturday. The Southern Conference leading Elon baseball team faced off against the preseason conference favorites. College of Charleston arrived at Latham Park for a very exciting series. The Phoenix took the first two games and College of Charleston grabbed the last one. With those two wins, Elon remains far ahead of the rest of the pack. They are now 14-4 in the Southern Conference. They play again on Tuesday at home against High Point beginning at 6:30. The men's tennis team at College of Charleston won the regular season SoCon championship. Fortunately, so did your Elon University Phoenix. They defeated Appalachian State on Thursday and won a share of the regular season title. They finished their season with a 9-1 conference record and won the title for the first time since winning it outright in 2007. They now focus their attention on the Southern Conference tournament where they are the top seed. They earned a first-round bye and will have their first matchup on Thursday. Dresses and gowns may be for prom, but the Elon girls rugby team used them for something a little different. The girls dressed up in prom dresses and played rugby against each other this weekend to celebrate the team's biggest tradition. The game was supposed to be played against UNC Wilmington, but was canceled due to bad weather. Despite the nearby tornado warning, the girls stayed in their dresses and scrimmaged each other. Teams all across the country play similar prom dress games. That'll do it for sports and prom dress rugby. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Steve. That's all the time we have for tonight. Be sure to check our website for breaking news at phoenix14news.wordpress.com.
I'm Jasmine, and have a great week, Elon.
Thanks.